We are... Hey guys, it's Isla. I'm back again with Justin. We are doing practice for By the Fates tournament. So we're doing a couple 500-point game practicing. Today I'm running the Goblin Town list. He's running his Fiefdom Gondor ally. And yeah, we end up rolling up scenario, and we're going to use the mission special rule for the first round. So the scenario we're playing is hold ground, because that's what we did our veto on. And then the mission special rule is that one of the heroes, because it's a hero-based tournament, one of our heroes gets an extra point of fate for the first round. So put mine on the Goblin King, and Justin's done Forlong. So we'll get over to the armies. Just for something different, we're going to do Justin's list first, and we'll show off his Fiefdom Gondor alliance.
Yeah, so I've got Forlong the Fat. He's leading 12 Axemen. I've got Ingold. He's got 13 Warriors of Minas Tirith. One has a banner. And then Duin here, and he's leading 6 Blackroot Vale Archers, and they all have spears.
Nice, so that's Justin's 500 points. Okay, so my 500 points is the Goblin Town Horde. So we got Goblin King, who is the leader, and he's got my extra fate point as stated before. Got him in his warband and 15 goblins. Grinner with 18 goblins. Captain with 10 goblins. And another captain with 10 more goblins. And that's my 500 points. Okay, so I end up winning the priority. So this is what the table looks like after my movement phase. I rolled bad here, so Justin got to choose point east or west, put them there. Same with Grinner, rolled bad, and he put them all on this side. And then same with this guy, he rolled bad and put them on that side. Then the Goblin King finally rolled good, and he got to choose a point east or west. And he came on over here, so that is what the field looks like. Hopefully we got some cool traps on Justin if he starts rolling pretty poorly, so we'll see how we go. Over to Justin's movement, turn 1. Alright, we're back after Justin's movement, and yeah, he's Kirion and Forlong both rolled 1, so they don't come on. Then Dune here rolled a 3, and then I got to choose, but then Dune here spent a point of might, so we've already sucked the point of might out of him before the game even really starts. So back after the shooting. Okay, so back after shooting. This guy on the end, he moved too far so he couldn't shoot, and then the other 6 shot through and killed this one derpy sleepy goblin. So that's that, and yeah, I'll be back after the next time. So in the heroic phase, I called a heroic move with this march through with the goblin captain, and then Dune here and his boys stayed still. Justin rolled for Kirion. Ingold had rolled 4, so he came on there. And then rolled for Forlong, and he rolled a 3, so he had to burn another point of might to come on to where he wanted to. So they're there now. They haven't charged. And yeah, that's the end of Justin's move. Over to mine. Okay, guys, so I moved up over here. Moving on up towards the objective. Same with these fellas. Hey, fellas! And then... yeah, Justin was a clever little boy.
And smart.
He's just smart. He blocked in my marcher with his faggots. So, what I ended up doing is not charging him, not calling her with me, and then I ended up getting a pick and a support and another guy on one axe. The same thing here, pick, support, and another dude on another axe. And the same thing there, pick, support, and another dude on the last axe. So, got 3 guys on each axeman in combat. And they're all trapped up, so we're gonna go do our combat now and see how we go. Okay, so we did a combat here, and yeah, I ended up winning and killing a dude. And then did this one here, ended up winning and killing this dude. This guy supported the bro in front of him, and yeah, Justin ended up winning a 6, so he won naturally on fight. Pushed my guys back and killed my pick. So that is that. And we'll be back after the next turn. Kill counter so far is 2-2. Okay, so I won the priority. Justin called a heroic move with the fat boy there, and I countered with this goblin captain because I thought, hey, if he's gonna die, I might as well just spend that might. So I did, and I ended up winning the move off after we did the roll. Yeah, so these 6 retreated. These 2 guys are being a bit of a speed hump, and the goblin captain got his big boy pants on and charged those 2 axemen. He's probably going to be very dead, but we might save ourselves some early casualties. Alright, so Justin did his thing and did his heroic move. And yeah, I'm gonna go across and do my normal move now. Okay, so my normal move, these guys move forward, these guys are move forward, Grinner and that. And yeah, start sending the Goblin King this way. So we'll see if anything comes of that. And yeah, we'll go over to Justin's move and we'll do our combats and yeah, we'll keep you up to date. Okay, so Justin did his move. That warband moved up. These guys, 2 archers for Ministry, shuffle forward, and then the Black Veil archers stayed put. And yeah, this is sort of the table at the end of the move phase. We'll be back after Justin's shoot. Okay, so the Black Veil archers shot over at the Goblin King, and only 1 missed, and then only 1 did a wound. Dernhealer failed his re-rolled a wound. And then the Blubber Save stopped the 1 wound that went through. And then the 2 Ministry of Archers pop shots in the goblins and miss with both. So yeah, that's the table and we'll get into our combat. Okay guys, so we just had a very hyperactive combat phase because I'm hyperactive today because I'm overtired. But okay, so we had a cool one. So this guy that was trapped died. He lost his fight, got murdered. This guy won his fight, didn't kill anything. Captain also won his fight against Forlong, and Forlong would have had to spend his final might to win it, and he decided not to. Captain then, Captain was stabbing, so he then tried to wound these 2 and failed to wound both. And yeah, that's the table. Back after next movement phase. Okay, so end of the move phase, I won priority. So my Goblin Captain... this Goblin charged him. Goblin Captain moved around here, charged him. He chose charge Forlong and that guy. He charged that guy. He charged these 2, and then this guy charged him. Justin's moved up around there. And yeah, Goblin King coming in. And there are all the Goblin Warriors. So, looking pretty cool. Ready for another shoot phase from Justin and another big combat. So we'll get back to you after the shoot phase. So down here and the boys shot through into the Yuck Puddle and killed 3, luckily. And then these 2 Ministerial Archers shot at these 2 boys here and both missed. So we'll be back after combat. Okay, so Justin called heroic combat. So with Forlong. So Forlong's got no more might left. He spent his 3 points. And yeah, they ended up killing the goblin there and he sent himself into the captain, and he sent his friend that was in base contact with the goblin he killed to appear support against that goblin, and we'll get back to you after the rest of the combat. Alright, so goblins are fucking holding the board. They're doing fantastically. Yeah, so let's tell a little story. So did the heroic combat stuff. 1 goblin died here in that combat. This boy won his fight rolling a 6, and the 3 Loxton Axemen, which were trapping him, failed to win, and then also he didn't kill anyone, sorry, but he failed to kill, which is the story of our life. Strength 3, sad. And then Forlong and a boy against the captain. Forlong won and did a wound against the captain. Captain spent his fate and failed, so he's taken a wound. And this lone boy here won against the 2 Lost Axemen, and yeah, pushed them back, didn't kill any. But yeah, just holding the board, doing real great with the goblins. Fantastic. See you at the next time. Okay, so I moved these guys up around here. We're getting close to that objective. Justin's moved his stuff up here, and yeah, here's the fun stuff. Goblin King charged in there, and yeah, we've charged all the boys that were doing all the trapping, so we've peeled these 2 off. That guy's in there, so yeah, moved up, got a bit of a defensive formation happening as well as some reinforcements where we need to put them to, yeah, prevent all of the trapping and blocking and all the stuff that can happen. So getting the numbers in there against Forlong and his warband and the Goblin King. So hopefully some good things to come. So we're going to Justin's shooting phase and we'll be back. So in Justin's shooting phase, then his warband shot at the Yuck Puddle and once again failed to, actually not once again, he failed to do anything for the first time. He rolled a bunch of stuff and then rolled 0 wounds. So now we're going to go into combat and we'll come back if there are any heroics. We'll resolve the heroics and we'll let you know what happens. Okay, so heroic combats were called. Goblin King called a combat. Forlong has no might, so he couldn't call anything in retaliation. I killed my spear that I charged, and then I got in with Forlong and peeled him off, and his spear supports peeled off with him too. So yeah, we'll get back to you after the rest of the combat. Okay, so combat happened. I lost my goblin here. Captain ended up winning his fight, pushing those guys back. I ended up winning this fight and pushed one guy back. This guy not winning his fight, pushing him back, and this guy had a spear support on him and was killed off. The front guy was killed off because he lost his fight by that guy. And yeah, that's it. Goblin King ended up having to fight Forlong, had to spend a point of might to win the fight, and then he rendered Forlong because he didn't use his brutal power attack when he did his initial heroic combat. And yeah, did 2 wounds to Forlong. Forlong spent both of his fate because he had the extra point of fate because of the tournament rule that we're using for this practice game. So he usually only has 1, but this round he had an extra 1. And yeah, so he ended up losing 2 wounds from the Goblin King because he failed both fate. And he's down to 1 wound left. So this is what the field looks like at the end of the turn. See you shortly. Okay, so I won the priority, and yeah, we ended up engaging... ended up engaging Forlong with the Goblin King. Gollum put the ring on and passed his test, so he's in as well. And yeah, so Captain moved around and attacked him. These guys are just going to back up the Captain in case anything bad happens. And yeah, we just try to get as many in combat as possible. And we've got the Goblins coming around on the objective. We're ready for another fight on a second front, so we'll see how we go. We're going to go over to Justin's turn. We'll be back after he's finished his move. Okay, so with Justin's move, he moved these 2 back here. Spear supporting 1 Forlong, 1 spear supporting his buddy over there, and that's fighting the Captain. And then they moved up. And then these boys had 2 shots, and they shot over there and killed a Goblin. 4 shots, and they killed a Goblin. And yeah, so we'll be back after combat. Okay, so... Gollum called a combat, and we ended up killing Forlong, which is Justin's leader, so we get leader points. And yeah, we ended up moving forward, and he killed an Axeman, and then also... Where did Gollum go? Gollum also killed an Axeman. There he is. Yes. So, actually, did we do Gollum's fight? Yes.
Yeah, we did.
No, yeah. So I think that guy needs to move back.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think I killed him.
Yeah.
So yeah, killed another Axeman over here. Lost a couple goblins. And then in this fight here, there was a blah, blah, blah. 2-on-2. And yep, he killed one. And then another 2-on-2. And I lost, but he didn't kill any. So yeah, so we're just sort of looking like this at the end of the turn. I've lost 14. Justin's lost 7. But I still think Justin may have lost more points.
Definitely.
But yeah, so we'll keep on going. And... we'll be back at the end of the next round.
Isla's being very racist to bald people. She's killed all 4 of the bald axemen of Lossanark.
Yeah, I only successfully roll to wound bald models now. So if your models aren't bald, I'm going to be coming and I'll bring a hobby knife and I'm going to cut all their hair off so I can actually kill them. Yeah. All right, we're back at the next round. Okay, so yeah, I won priority. So trap that guy. Gollum passed his ring test, moved up. These 2 charged him and wrapped. These 2 charged him. Goblin King and then Goblin charged this boy. And then these guys charged this little block to hold them all up. And yeah, that's what it looks like at the end of my move. Obviously shooting through Grinner and his boys up. And then also got a bunch of guys on the objectives. So yeah, looking pretty good so far in my spot. And I've only taken 14 casualties. So not even a quarter of the way to breaking yet. So, yes, feeling pretty confident. It's going to take a pretty big swing pretty quick to make me get a bit nervous. But we'll see how we go back after Justin's move. Alright, so yeah, Justin did his move, moved up down here in the boys, charged out Axeman in there. And yeah, just fluffed around, got a few extra guys in combat there. Shooting, and yeah, Justin shot and he ended up not doing anything. He got 1 hit and did no wounds. So we'll be back after combat. Okay, so yeah, after combat, so we managed to wipe out everything around here. Goblin got killed by these warriors, killed Axeman of Lossanark. There's 1 left there remaining though, and then yeah, lost a Goblin there. Ingold lost his fight against these 2, and he doesn't back away, so it stays like that. And then I lost a Goblin there, and then these 2. One their fight didn't do anything. So, yep, that's the end of the turn. What the table looks like. We'll be back to you after the next turn. Oops, I forgot to take a video after my move phase, but pretty easy. Gollum failed his thing, so Justin got to move him 5 inches and he shot him straight back. We engaged here with everything we could. just tried to tie things up. Goblin King came and wrapped around. These boys are here. We've sent everything forward. We've engaged the archers here, and we're still holding that objective for dear life. Yep, I've lost a good amount of models now. I lost 16 models. Justin's lost pretty good amount too. So
I've lost 12.
12. So yep. So we're we're getting into it. So we'll be back after the combat. Okay, so we're back again. So Blackroot showing how it's done. Durnhill killed the captain. Lost another goblin here. Managed to kill a few guys. Lost goblin here. Goblin King Barge sent this guy back 3, sent that guy back 3, and then he rolled a 3, so he got around and charged this dude and wrapped. And yeah, so now he's in a bit of a safer position with some reinforcements. And yeah, so looking good for the end of the turn. Justin's lost 13, and I need to kill 3 more. And I've lost 20, so Justin needs to kill 10 more to break me. So we're getting close, so we'll see how we go next following turns. Okay, so yeah, moving. Just on one priority, so I ended up calling a move with Grinner, and it affected a big blob here, so everything moved up. Grinner charged there, so everything stayed within 6. Justin did his move, charged some shit. Gollum moved up, and he rolled a 3, so he passed. And yeah, so that's it. And Justin's doing his brown chocolate dipstick. All right. So yeah, I'm lost. That lost me. And no, we're not editing this out because
No, we're not.
no. Oh no.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We'll be back. Okay, so Doon here killed a combat, killed the guy in the middle, and now he's going to move his model. So Doon here and the 2 rangers get to move because they're in the same fight in base contact. Yeah, cool.
And then what I'll do? Crap. Oh no, because his control zone's out, so he can go in there. And then he'll go there just to help out the trapped archer.
Yeah, cool. Okay.
Yeah.
And back with the rest of the fight. Alright, so we did big combats. Lost a goblin over here, drew over there. Goblin didn't kill anything from the boys he charged. Lost a few goblins around here. Lost a couple goblins off there. Killed an archer. Grinner lost his fight, moved back. And the Goblin King ended up losing against his fight, shielding. He only rolled a 4 high, so he ended up moving back as well. So yeah, so we need to get our shit together next turn. But yeah, still looking good. Still got the objective. I'm 4 off breaking. Justin's 2 off breaking. So yeah, we'll come back at the end. During next turn. Okay, so yeah, we did the whole move phase. Justin called a heroic with Ingol. I called one with Grinner. Ingol ended up getting the move off because I won priority, blah, blah, blah. Got lots of trap stuff. Got Golem trapped. He passed lots of courages to get in there. It was insanely good.
Gondor courage is always nice.
And yeah, so Goblin King got charged by 1 bro. Did some trapping over here. Trapped a few of these boys as well. Sorry, he's meant to be trapped. But yeah, so hopefully try and get my kills off to break Justin this turn. And I may potentially get broken this turn as well. So we'll see how we go. We'll come back after the heroics in the combat phase, and then we'll do the combats and see how we go. Alright, so Grenna called a heroic combat. Killed the boy, and then they all just shuffled around to help kill. Ingold's called a combat now, so we're going to go over and do Ingold's combat, and we'll come back after that. Okay, so we ended up getting lots of kills through, so we both broke this turn. Justin's killed 30, I've killed 20, so yeah, got through. Yeah, we did alright on the outskirts. Justin, Gollum ended up winning the fight. Justin rolled a 6, I rolled a 6, but because he's half fight, Gollum pushed him back and killed one of the models that he was in combat with. Killed off Dern here because he was trapped against 3 goblins, and yeah, we just managed to get him, and we did some chip damage last turn, and yeah, Dern he's gone. Goblin King killed his bro, and yeah, killed a few of the archers around here, and yeah, not looking great at this point because we're both broken now, so it's anyone's game towards the end. We're going to have to double check and see if the scenario might end next turn. I'm not sure if it's a 25% or a 50%, but I'll do that. And we'll be back after next round, and we'll do some courages and breaking and all the fun stuff. Okay, so yeah, we did our big break turn. The game may end at the end of this turn. as we're both broken. But yes, lots of stuff happened. A Blackroot Vale Archer ran away there. Blackroot Vale Archer ran away there. Justin won priority, sorry. Goblin King called a move with his last point of might. So he's heroic, he's leader of Legend Drops, so he saved all the boys there. And they got to move. We dropped Kieran's, we got rid of his stand fast. And then over here, this goblin, in my move phase, passed his courage, but he had to spend a will to pass it. So that's where we stand. He managed, and then he kept these boys around, and his boys there. And then these boys are coming in to get in the Goblin King stand fast and Grinner stand fast next turn. So looking pretty good. Only one guy managed to pass again on Golem this turn, so that's good for Golem. And yeah, we'll be back after the combats. We'll do our heroics if we have any, and yeah, see how we go. Yeah, okay, so before Justin rolls the dice to see if the game ends, we'll let you know what happened in combat. This guy passed his courage and helped his buddy, and we killed one of the Blackroots. Golem killed the guy he was in combat with. Killed a Blackroot there who was trapped. Ingold won his fight and did 2 wounds to Grinner, and Grinner passed his 1 fate, so he's got 1 wound left. And Goblin King killed his boy. And yeah, then these guys failed to kill the guy he was in combat with. So yeah, that's what the table looks like at the end of the turn. Justin, do the honors, please. See if the game ends. Keeps going. Okay, so Fuckhead got priority. And
Yay!
actually, yeah, and he managed to charge my heroes, and yeah, lost 12 goblins to courage tests. Pretty bad. Passed over here though with him on double sixes, so he loves it. And yeah, I'm hoping this is the last turn, so let's see how we go. Okay, so yeah, we did some combats. Golem won his fight, failed to kill the dude. Goblin King got pushed back, so was shielding guy. Ingold won his fight, killed Grinner. Trapped the banner, nearly killed him, but he got away. Sorry, it wasn't trapped, but I did, yeah,
No,
failed to win. Oh, well, I got to win that again then.
Oh, actually no, because Ingold could...
Move out.
Yeah, don't worry, yeah.
There you go.
Sorry.
Told you, science.
Long night.
Long story. Yeah, so it's been pretty big. I'm going to roll the dice, see if the game ends. Yay, it does. GG.
Yeah, good game.
Good game. All right, we'll tally our skews up, and we'll be back to you after we do that, and we'll do a post game. And yeah, thanks. It's been good. Thanks for sticking around. Okay, so look at that. 10-1 to Goblin Town. Yeah, it was a rough game. I mean, they were spread out the most. We had the most uphill battle, and yeah, we definitely, Goblin King and the captain and 25 goblins with Golem did a ton of work.
Definitely.
Yeah, so I ended up getting full 7 for the objective, full 2 for killing his leader, not losing mine, and then we both broke each other, so we got 1 each for that. So I got 10, Justin got 7. 10-1, sorry, yeah. So how'd you feel about the game? How did it go?
Yeah, no, it was good. I'm sort of tossing up. Ingold was solid, but yeah, I don't know whether it might be worth trying to find a way to get a second striker in. Yeah, no, I was pretty happy with the game. Like, there were definitely times where it was sort of going my way. I got really excited when you lost like 12 goblins to courage tests, but then rolled a 1 to end the game. Yeah, but no, it was really good. Yeah, no, it was a good game. Yeah, no, it was really enjoyable.
Yeah, so the extra fate roll sort of really is much of a muchness, really, from the tournament. Didn't really affect the game that much. Like, I mean, I can imagine like there may be a scenario too where it comes in clutch, but it's not like it's not huge or world ending that it's
I think
in there.
Where, like leader kills, if they give away like 3 or so VPs, then it'd probably be pretty important.
Yeah, like an extra 3 on top of scenarios or something, or like a D3 or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, random scores at tournaments for like extra victory points are pretty rough. Like, if you're gonna do something like that, you're better off just like splitting the difference, and we just go straight up 2 extra victory points. Yeah. And then you're not getting something ridiculous like 6 points for killing a leader, but you can still get like 5 points for killing the enemy leader or whatever, and all of that. Or if you kill yours and they kill theirs or whatever, and then you know, you might get 3 points instead of 1 point, you know. So, yeah, no, it's interesting.
Yeah.
Good little dynamic. I don't know, like, I never found, like, Dave doesn't really write in stupid rules for tournaments. Like, it's just a nice little thing to have, so...
Yeah, makes it interesting.
Makes it interesting and adds a little something, and yeah, you can give fate to someone and make them pretty tough. But yeah, yeah, Goblin King did work. Gets to a point when his might's gone where he just like slows down a lot. Like, oh, I killed a warrior a turn basically.
There were a couple of turns where I was just winning, like just sending in a warrior to shield, and he'd roll a 6, and the Goblin King would only roll like a 3. Like there were a couple of turns where I tied him up doing that towards the end.
I didn't need Gollum with the ring on when they were in the fight together because I had the fight advantage, but it was nice in case you had a strike. But the other thing was, I put Gollum in that fight not for the ring, but because he still had his 1 point of might. So I was like using that to get the fight off so I could save the Goblin King's might for later to do a move and hopefully save myself if I ended up, having to come up against Courage tests, which I did, and that saved me for 1 turn with the Leader of Legend. But then the next turn, it bites hard, like... just falls apart. Like, I'm glad I played conservative in the beginning. I think it would have been a different game if I went silly and just tried to throw that warband of 10 goblins in and like they got munched, and then like all of a sudden I'm like already a third of the way to breaking, you know, like so I think it was good like running away and trying to regroup and stuff. And Maelstroms are always like an exceptional scenario, like it puts people in awkward positions, and it's good. And you know, sometimes if you get spread out can be an uphill battle. Justin he did spend might, and that was like sort of what slowed him down in his killing too, because you spent might to get in the positions you wanted.
Yeah, because I really didn't want, like, doing here could have ended up right in front of the Goblin King.
Both Doing here and Ingold, and I think either of those warbands alone just would have been munched quite quickly.
You had Grinner and his warband near the Goblin King too, so it was sort of didn't really want to end up on what we were calling the eastern side of the table. Would have been rough.
Yeah, I definitely think one thing I could have done better is maybe called a march sooner, maybe with that Goblin Captain in there, or even with Gollum with his 1 point of might. But I wanted to save the point of might in case that anything happened in combat or whatever with Gollum, and then also I wanted to save this captain's all of his resources for late game, because I knew I was going to have to sit on that objective, and if he ran and all the goblins ran, it would have been hard. Like, it would have just been a terrible uphill battle after that. So,
it would have sucked.
All right, cool. Well, thanks for the game, guys. Leave your feedback in the comment section below. Tell us if you thought it was cool, if you thought it was crap. Do whatever. And if you want to see more content, subscribe. And we've got a little skit for you at the end of the video that we played around with some chocolate sauce. So I hope you enjoyed. Jared and Justin had a bit of fun, and I was the culprit of getting them to have a little fondle. So we'll see you at the end. I'll see you in the next video. Laters.
Nice.